on this episode, we're playing with a familiar color set. From a recent video. As you can see, this paint is very fluid. It leaves a very short mound on a mound. And today, I'm going to be using the gold as my swipe color. We're going to be playing with a little bit of silicone to get some really cool swipes here. And so, it does not take much. We're going to add about 2 decent drops to our gold here. And 1 drop to another color. I'll add 1 drop to this one right here. And that is about all the silicone we will need today. So we're going to stir, stir, stir. And I'm going to show you the consistency. It is just a touch thinner than my colors. Just a little bit thinner. We want that silicone to break through and create some crazy cells. All right, so we really want our surface to be covered because we need good tension and we need a good foundation of paint to make sure that our paint glides well as we move along down this canvas. And we're going to move our paints a bit. All right, I kind of like this, just as it is. And here we have a damp paper towel. Nothing special. I got this from Walgreens. What I did was I did wet half of it, and then I did like this to get it all wet, and I attempted to get all the water out by squeezing it very tightly. So that's what we have here. And now we're going to apply our gold color to the top. And we're going to take our damp paper towel and be super gentle here. All right, got a really pretty reaction going on. Gonna let that develop some. Don't you just love all the colors that we created here? Those gorgeous blues. We have a very nice paint consistency here, and our gold is giving us those light colored cells with that aqua at the bottom. Ooh, I love these. So I have a little bit of area that didn't swipe. My paper towel wasn't quite long enough. But I'm going to touch up some of these sides here. play a little bit here. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. We didn't even need our torch today. The cells were a really good consistency, and we are going to call this one done. I'm going to touch up the sides here. Now, with a piece like this, we have to be very careful because the paint is super thin and we cannot leave any drips or it will pull our entire piece one way and we will wake up to be very unhappy. So as I touch up the sides, I'm gonna scrape those bottoms, and this is something where you're gonna have to actually come back and check on it. Just like you would a baby. Gotta check on it every now and then. Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready to see this final look? There we go. I love that we have some of that aqua left. Let me know your thoughts. Were you surprised by this colorway? What colorway would you like to see? As you can see my messy table, I am using the same cups to mix up more paint. Using that, I'm going to be using the same recipe, but making it a little bit thicker. Now, we are only going to add a smidge of extra heavy gel gloss by Golden to thicken up our colors. Some will need more than others, so we're just going to scoop a little bit. It's going to require a lot of mixing, but you just mix it in very well. That was a lot, and I mean a lot of mixing. Whew. But as you can see, it's leaving a little bit more of a mound. My magenta is actually a little bit thin, but the beauty in this is it will be fine. Just want to show you some of the color. You see how that mound lasts a little bit longer. It's really hard to see on camera the difference, but it is thicker. Yeah, my magenta just didn't thicken up the way the others did, but it will not ruin the piece, I promise. And now we have a fresh canvas here. And just like we did before, we're going to add our silicone to the same colors, same amount. 2 drops and a drop. I'm gonna do a little bit more in this one, so still very small amount. Now those cups have remnants of the silicone from the last one, so it's, you just don't need a lot of silicone. I'm putting this paint down the same way I'm gonna move it a little differently. I want more teal this time. So I'm gonna try to make sure I get more teal in the mix. This time, because our paints are thicker, we're going to torch. Just to make sure we get aqua, I'm going to use the little bit I have left to drizzle some in the teal color. And we want that damp, and I mean lightly damp. I'm talking I squeezed every little drop out of this thing. Yeah, so very lightly damp.
And if you're enjoying this video, please take a moment to subscribe, like, and share to someone else.
As you can see, my cells are much smaller this time, getting less of a reaction. We're going to tilt this bad boy. Check that one out. What I love about this technique is you can manipulate the cells just based on how you build your paint up. And once you kind of know what you're doing, you can really play around. I love to create series, so I'm going to sell these two as a set once they're all ready. Alright, yeah, I'm just playing around trying to get the movement that I want. Let me know in the comments what you think about this colorway. Get you in for a quick close-up. I hope this video was very helpful for you. A little bit different. But it's just amazing how you can just change one little thing and get a different result. I think these will pair very nicely. And there's a little bit of the teal or aqua. Couldn't keep a lot of that aqua on there, but it's all right.